A minute until midnight. I'm just wondering where you at. Just thought I'd call and wish you good night. I left my key under the mat. I don't get anything done, you're stuck on my mind. I keep on missing your touch, missing your vibe. This feeling might go when I say what we had. Won't you come on over? Don't you miss me too? Give it all you got, babe. Give it all you got, baby. I'd rather try than lose you. Give it all you got, baby. Give me all you got.
Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle, and I do the readings. Assel, False Awakening, Midnight, Marina, Cheyenne, Diane, Leo, Stacy, Hetro, Mina, and Jocelyn, otherwise known as House of Tarot. What is going on? So good to see you. You're watching the end of the Cowboys. Yeah, the Cowboys finally won. It's rare, but I'm just saying the Cowboys finally won. All right, there we go. Hello, Tammy. Welcome. How are you doing? Jocelyn, will you meet anybody? Yeah, me. No, I'm kidding. Will I meet anybody romantically? Romantic something. Well, you know, the question. Will the question something romantic meet somebody like that? All right, what's happening? Okay, the Tarot Tower is disrupted once more. Once more, it doesn't work. There we go. Now it works. I have to change it back to the Tarot Cam. Some days it works, some days it doesn't. You never know what you're going to get. You literally never know what you're going to get. As far as reading title, Tarot Tower, I need to change it to Tower Cam. And then when I press the button, it should work. There we go. It works. Cheyenne and Marina, thank you so much for your donations as well. Let's see about Jocelyn and the meeting somebody. Meeting a little somebody. Let's see. Relationship be like. False Awakening. Kozaya, welcome. Mom Bear, good to see you. How are you doing? All right. Let's see about meeting anyone romantically. 2021. That's a long period of time. I mean, I hope so. You would have to you'd have to isolate yourself in the house not to meet anybody in that span of time. Allie, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Allie, let me know what your name is in chat. I did not see an Allie in chat, so let me know who you are, and I appreciate you. We'll get your question answered. Okay. As far as romance goes, Temperance, Page of Pentacles, Chariot, and Three of Pentacles. Lay, hello. Thank you for your donation. Appreciate it. Temperance says that you do have opportunities to meet people. I think you have more opportunities to meet people. It's sort of one of the Alley in Wonderland. So you're Alley. Okay, I figured. Okay, cool. All right, I got your question in. Sorry for the delay there. House of Tarot. We have a massive bomb of donations. I have to write stuff down. Anyway, let's get back to the question. Boo Boo, welcome. Stacy, thank you for your donation. Anyway, so 2021, I think you have more opportunities than you did in 2020. One of the problems you had in 2020 was obviously you're locked down. So meeting people is a little bit challenged when you can't get out. You're meeting people online, you get a lot of fake profiles, you get a lot of people that are just sort of, spamming it and hoping for the best. And you just get a lot of just garbage online nowadays, especially with everybody sort of locked in, and those opportunities are just sort of going away. So 2021, you have a lot better personalities to meet. You have a lot better opportunity to sort of get out there. And I think getting out is going to be your mainstay. Getting out, because I think a lot of people after the lockdowns are lifted are just literally just going to spam out into the world and just be doing anything they can out in the world other than being locked in. So you get, every time you get a little pendulum effect, right? This side of the pendulum, everyone is locked in. So when it's released, everyone goes to the far other side of the pendulum, which is everybody's out all the time. So you're gonna have an excessive number of people out. I think that's gonna have a unique opportunity for you to get out and meet people. Page of Pentacles says, yes, you do meet someone that has a little bit of a stability there and has pretty good feeling with that. Chariot, you're willing to move forward with this particular relationship. I think the relationship lasts you probably the 6-7 months. Is pretty good relationship overall. Three of Pentacles says you do have to compete with this particular person's work. So they are very committed to work, which is, good, nice trait. But the problem is they dedicated a little too much time and whatnot. So you get the initial surge for the honeymoon period, but then after that, it sort of peters off, no pun intended, and then you end up with sort of competition with this individual's work. So I do think they're an air sign. A lot of good things as far as romantic goes. Again, I think it's about a 6 or 7 months relationship, and it's nice. Page of Pentacles doesn't point to anything that's long term. It's more of a soft term type thing. Temperance says we meet people out and about. So it's more of an in-person thing that you sort of get in there. So there we go. Anyway. All right, and good luck with all of that. What if there's any restaurants left besides huge chains? Probably not. In Texas, there's a ton left. Adriana, thank you for your donation. Let me know what your question is, Adriana. All right, now I'm trying to organize here, make sure everybody appears. We got Lay, we got Stacy, we should see Cheyenne, Marina, and we just did Jocelyn. Okay, I think we are all set. Ms. M, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Let's go to Cheyenne. Everybody wants to know about January love. Who's coming? Who's coming in January? Let's see about that. January love, who's coming? Actually, I have to put people's name. All the questions are kind of same. So let's go with that. All right. Andriana, let me know what your question is. I don't see you in chat. Maybe you're just lurking a little bit. Let me know what the question is. In the meantime, let's go with Cheyenne, a little bit of January love. Who is on the way in? Who is going to be the next big thing? The next big thing. We need something new. I mean, 2020 kind of sucked. 2021 needs to be a lot better, for sure. All right. Kind of the question, do I have a better person? Okay, Addie, thank you so much for your donation as well. So Addie is Adriana, and now I have your question. I have to format it and all this stuff, and we're good. Okay. In the meantime, let's look at Cheyenne. Who is coming in 2021 as far as January goes? Looks like January is a little dry. January is not exactly the most exciting time for sure. We have the Eight of Wands reversed. That means there's not a lot of movement on this. So it's not like we have just a ton of movement in January. We don't have a ton of things happening in January. It's not very excitable. It doesn't have a lot of fire. There's no fire because we look for things like this beautiful fiery element sort of coming in the January time frame. It just doesn't seem like that happens. Eight of Wands being reversed says there's not a lot of movement involved as far as January goes. The King of Wands, speaking of fire, the King of Wands, I think it's sort of waiting for you. We have a little bit of an action sort of coming in as far as who is coming. This is going to be a fire sign. It's going to be a really, really weak fire sign, though. They're not as excitable as you usually think about the fire sign. They're not as adventurous as you usually think about a fire sign. They really lean towards very stable, very predictable. So it really seems like you're looking at more of an earth sign, but they are literally a fire sign. But again, a lot of the element has just been drained out of them over the years. The King of Wands, a little bit in the old soul territory to where they just feel like they're an old person, even if they're not an old person. One of the old soul factors going in on that. The Fool being reversed. This particular individual is just not that, again, not that adventurous. You're looking for a pretty standard average individual that's not really going to be just really up and running around, just wanting to get out, wanting to do things, and you have to sort of drag them out to do certain things and whatnot. They rather just sort of chill out and hang out and just enjoy stuff at the house, right? Seven of Cups says you eventually, I think, just ditch this person, but that's okay. You eventually just ditch this person. And again, January is dry. I think you're looking at March for this particular individual, sort of the next thing of who's coming. There you go. There you go. You know, ideally we'd want something a lot better than this, but this is what the cards describe. So this is what you get. Cheyenne, thank you for your donation and I appreciate that. All right, let's see what we got next. We got Marina. Marina wants to know, will Simone win season 13 of RuPaul's Drag Race? I have not watched that. That is on my list to be watched, but I've gotten crack addicted to board games again. I don't know why. So the new board game in the current list, I'll show you. The new board game in the current list is Spirit Island. So let's go. There we go. So Spirit Island. So we got the so Spirit Island is actually quite freaking difficult to learn. If you have not ever tried to learn this, holy crap, it's very difficult. But so I got Spirit Island over here, and I'm using several different of the beasts or whatever in that. And then as a backup over here, I've got my Gloomhaven. So I'm in the middle of a Gloomhaven scenario that I need to finish. But in the meantime, there you go. There's what's happening over here in Tarot Oracle's world. All right. So that's why I haven't been watching a lot of TV other than watching the Cowboys win, apparently. So will Simone win season 13? So we got a yes or no thing. Let's go with a yes or no deck. A yes or no deck. You thinking about the art? I'm thinking maybe the art. Nah, let's go with the kind of the boring tarot. A little bit of the boring tarot over here. You know what I mean? You've never heard of it. Well, if you want to play that one, that is a long learning curve. That was pretty brutal learning curve. It reminds me of chess. It's so much strategy that needs to go into it, but it looks so easy. You're thinking, oh, that's not going to be a problem. And then reality hits. All right, so let's look at it. By the way, in case you're wondering what this tarot is, it is the Spacious Tarot. There you go. The Spacious Tarot. Anybody watching the video a year from now, it's like he never shows what tarot deck. Now I did. Yeah, Raiders Dolphins game. I missed that one. Okay, so let's see about the yes or no question to this. We got the 8 of Cups. That's a bit of a no. We got the 5 of Wands. It's a bit of a no. We have tough competition for this, for sure. We have tough competition heading into this. The Guardian says that, yeah, Simone, it just doesn't look good for that. We have the bad news 5 of Cups, the Lord of Disappointment. We have the Lord of Strife, where we have this tough competition that leads to disappointment, and we're on the road to failure. So I think no. How about no? Charmzy, thank you for your donation. Let's see. What else we got going on? Any love coming towards me? We got a lot of love coming towards me. Before we do that, though, we do owe Allie, we do owe Allie a reading for future of mine and John's relationship. There you go. Let's see how John is going to do. How is John? John doing all right? Hopefully John's going to be your next soulmate. That'd be ideal, right? We'll do the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot, even though it is not before Christmas. It's after Christmas. I'm just saying. It is after Christmas. You never play chess, it'd be god awful. It's fun. It's fun. Chess and Go. Go is brutal too. Go, what is that? That's a 4,000-year-old game. It's called Go. And that looks really simple too, but that is not simple. I lose every one of those games. So, you know what I mean? But yeah. Go is interesting. All right. Let's go with that. Annalise, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Let's see about this. Where are we going with the future of your relationship? The Three of Pentacles, I mean, it doesn't always go perfect. It doesn't always go smoothly or just beautifully. You know, I think you figured that out. It doesn't always go well. It doesn't always go perfectly smoothly. The bottom line, though, is it's a good relationship. We got the Four of Candles. It's a good something good that you can sort of get into. It's something good that you can rely upon. We have that nice stability sort of built into there, right? But then we sort of have the Nine of Swords. I think sometimes there just comes a conversation that leads to everything being upside down. And these conversations shouldn't happen, but they do. Maybe it's a bit of a stretch to say that one of you likes the spice or whatnot. But I mean, there is a little bit of spice in the relationship. But it sort of should be treated as spice rather than treated as reality. So if I'm looking to get some, to get a little spice, you know, in the relationship, and then I start an argument just for the sake of starting an argument, that should be treated as a request for a little spice instead of an actual argument. So you got to watch and sort of, you know, discern between a bit of spice versus a real argument. So you got to sort of discern these. Otherwise, it's going to be sort of a pain. Overall, I think the relationship can move forward, and I think there's a lot of good things in there. And I think if you're looking for a substantial, something that you can rely on, something that will move forward, I think this is going to be it. So looking good, looking good. John is looking half decent, but again, we have to sort of learn what the spice is and how the spice works and whatnot. And in my new book, by the way, I have a chapter dedicated to how to find the spice in a tarot reading. Okay. Any love coming towards me? Lee J. Let's see, January love. Any love, more love. And okay, the question is, all right, then we're going to do Addie. The question is, what do I have to do to become a better person? And it's sort of an interesting question. All right, Addie, let's check that out. Kozaya, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Let's see about that. Non-source makes sense. Both work. Okay. Yeah, let's see about the Heaven and Earth Tarot. Heaven and Earth Tarot is a good one for this because I think we're looking at what do we need to become a better person? And I think one of the important factors here is you're asking the question. Because a lot of people just wouldn't ask that question. They'll just be stuck in their ways, not really improving. So the fact that you do ask that question of yourself is a recognition of you are improving. You look to improve. You're not happy with average. And that's the good first start. So if you're looking for how to improve yourself as a person, the first thing to ask or the first thing to look for is, did you ask the question? So, I mean, there you go. I mean, seriously, though, a lot of people are just be like, you know, I don't want to improve on anything. I'm good. I'm golden. But the reality is everybody around them are like, dude, you're not golden at all. So that's the thing. All right, well, let's look at this. The first thing that we have is happiness. if you're looking for improvement, looking for being a better person, then bring in the happiness. So bringing in the happiness, bringing in the elevated mood. So if everyone is in this mood of here and you're slightly elevated, everybody will be attracted to you. You know what I mean? Everybody will be attracted to you because you're elevated. You're elevated. So, in other words, be a little more elevated than the other person. So you're a little more excited, you're a little more thing. So it's like, when I come home from work and I'll turn on a video game stream on Twitch because I want to see somebody that's having fun, they're excited, they're in a good mood. I want, because I had a bad day or whatever, I want to see somebody like that so they're elevated from me. So that sort of says, be the elevated person. That is going to make you a little bit of the more attractive person overall. The Knight of Cups says that emotional connection is key for a lot of different things. So connecting to somebody emotionally, doing exercises. By the way, in my first book, I have an exercise of how to attract other people or how to vibe or sync with other people very quickly. That's in my first book. So actually, this is my third book that I'm working on. But yeah, then my first book, I talk about that. I'll reprint that in my new book, by the way. But yeah, it's about vibing with people, getting emotional connection with other people, and that's going to sort of make you a more attractive person as well, and as well make you able to sort of sense other people's emotions. Finding new pathways. Never be content with your current pathway, right? So if you just did So if you, hang on, let me copy Mom Bear. Thank you for your donation. Boo Boo, thank you for a donation for Mom Bear. Mom Bear, I got you on the queue. All right. So if you're looking for a pathway to go to, never be settle on one. In other words, never settle for one pathway that goes straight for the rest of your life. You want to curve off as needed. So this is sort of looking for new pathways, and you definitely want to do that to be a better person. So if you find a new pathway, you find a new way to sort of improve yourself, that's where you want to sort of chase that, right? And overall, just communicate with yourself. Talk it out and just be in a communicative mode. And I think that will greatly assist you, because if you can talk things out and sort of rationalize things or look for alternatives, so just constantly be talking to yourself and trying to find a way of doing all of that stuff. There we go. Jordan, somebody has hidden cameras or microphones in your home. Well, that's kind of creepy. Cosmic Kitty, thank you for your donation. All right. Lay wants to know, love coming. Lay, let's see about that. Miss Bonita, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. Lay, love coming. What kind of love do we have coming? Let's see about that with the Anna K. Tarot. A little love coming on the Anna K. Tarot. How is that going to go? All right. Samantha, what is going on? Fake profile, snoop on me and you should have something. You were right. Samantha, that's good that I'm right. It's good that I'm occasionally correct, because if I wasn't, this would kind of be a weird stream. Well, thank you for the confirmation, Sam. I appreciate that. All right. Any love coming? I mean, you do have, let's see what we got. You do have the Tower. So you're in for a bit of a change. You're in for a bit of an upset. You're in for a little bit of a shaky time, right? The shaky time leads to some restrictions, though. I think that you're in sort of a restrictive mode where you can't have time for it. You have other things going on. You have other things that are interfering with it. The star being reversed says you don't have time, or you're not able to sort of get in on that. The Chariot, you're not able to move forward. So basically, if you're looking for love coming, you're going to have a break caused by something in your life that takes a little bit more priority than love right now. So if you're looking for love in the immediate satisfaction, immediate gratification mode, I don't see it. I don't see it. The Tower, you have restrictions after the Tower that are preventing you from doing that. The Star, you're not able to chase your dreams. You're not able to sort of get that done. The Chariot, you're busy doing other things. You're not able to sort of pursue things at this time. So I would say the next couple of months, you have something coming that will derail you a little bit from the entire love scene. Basically, Texas Built, welcome. How you doing? Texas Built, the Cowboys won. The Cowboys won, Texas built. It's a miracle of modern science. All right, Stacy, how will my business go? Stacy, let's see about business. A little bit of business, see if that is going to be good for 2021. We will use everybody's favorite and now out of stock, the Waterfall Tarot. Fear not, though. Fear not, because I will be reprinting this sometime next year, then 2021. I hate to say next year because it's like a couple of days away. So if you say next year, even though it's a couple of days away and technically it's still next year, people are like, wait a minute, you mean 2022? So you gotta specify. Once you're like at a certain level of proximity to the following year, you got to reword the word next year because now it takes on new connotations, right? Even if you say next year a minute before midnight of 2021, it still sounds like 2022. Let's face it. All right. How's business going to go? 10 of Swords, 5 of Wands, 3 of Wands, and 9 of Swords. This looks absolutely terrible, I got to say. If you're looking for the first part of 2021, Stacy, I really wanted to give you some great news here. It looks a little bit challenging. Let's put it in perspective. It looks a little bit challenging. And that is that. And that is that. The 10 of Swords says we have a cutting action. That could be a lot of different things. Let's talk about the cutting action of the 10. The 10 says we have to get something that we're doing and stop it, basically. So we have to get something we're doing and stop it. It's not necessarily bad. It's a reevaluation of something. So basically we need to stop doing something. There could be a lot of things in business. Let's say I'm selling the Waterfall Tarot. And let's say it has a fatal flaw in it, right? Maybe it's missing a card or something. I can't keep selling it without saying it's missing. So I may have a 10 of Swords moment where I need to stop selling it. So again, it basically means we have to stop something. We have to adjust something. The amount of competition is up. The 5 of Wands, when you're looking at business, almost always says competition. It's fighting, it's strife. We have a level of competition that's a little bit higher in January to that it needs to be. The 3 of Wands, I think that you have an adjustment that you need to make. Entertainment purposes only, by the way. You have an adjustment that you need to make in order to tweak something for 2021. I don't think the 2020 stuff you were doing works in 2021 100%. In other words, we need to make some adjustments. Again, the Waterfall Tarot. I'm selling the Waterfall Tarot. Now I'm out of stock. Obviously, I need to make some adjustments. Do I want to reprint it? Do I want to let it stay out of stock, et cetera, et cetera? There's some adjustments to be made. There are plans to be made. So you need to plan and adjust accordingly because I think 2021 is going to be different than 2020 was. 9 of Swords. Don't worry about the little things. It seems that you're getting lost in the minor details. So I can't see the forest because of the trees type thing. You're getting lost in these minor details. Push those aside. Look at the big picture. I think that's going to help you a lot as far as business goes in 2021, especially for January. So January looks like a lot of adjustment needs to be made. We have a lot of things happening, a lot of things going on. All right. Ms. M, I've been sensing 2 X's. Which one, the Cancer or the Capricorn? Ms. M wants a tarot throwdown?
Time for a tarot throwdown.
Is it the tarot throwdown sound? Yeah, it is. Okay. I have an intro and then I have a throwdown, and both buttons are right beside each other and they look really similar. All right. Ms. M, X throwdown. X throwdown. Let's see how that is going to go. On the left of said throwdown is going to be the Capricorn. You got a little devil action, a little devilish, a little devil's food up in the top left there. And you know what I mean? And you know what I mean a little bit. Stacy, you're quite welcome. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being here on a Sunday. You could be watching football, but instead you came and watched me. That is so cool. On the left, a little bit of the devil action. On the right, we have a little bit of the Sorry, we have the Cancer up here, and we have the little bit of the devil action down here. So Cancer up here, Capricorn, devil action up here. Cancer looks like a huge dead end. Even if they come back, you don't want to deal with them at all. This looks really bad. This looks really bad. Number one, we're dried up. Nobody likes dried up. Everybody likes moist. When they come into the picture, you need moisture. And that is important here because we're all dried up. The water is not flowing. Magic. Thank you for your donation. Secondly, they're really, really controlling. They're a little puppeteering. They're really controlling. They're coming across as smooth, though. I don't think you're going to get the whole dried up emotions. I don't think you're going to pick up the whole controlling, a little bit of demanding thing coming from this Cancer. But that's where they roll. They hide it quite well. So if the Cancer does roll in, you need to look for the controlling and just this lack of emotions from this particular person, like they're just going through the motions, right? The Capricorn looks pretty good. They want to get really serious real quick, though. I don't think that's for you. They want to get really serious really quick. They're a bit defensive when they talk. They're a little bit not good on the communication, a little bit rough around the edges. Overall, they'll be okay. You know, Ms. M, I'll be honest with you, both of these suck. I mean, both of these are terrible. If the Cancer shows up, you need to kick them immediately out. You just hit the block button. I mean, I'm just automatically just hit the block button. Just find the block button on your phone. You know what I mean? And get ready. You know, do a little practice press, so you're ready to hit it really quick and get rid of the Cancer. Capricorn is a bit of a mix. The Capricorn would be good in a pinch, but yeah, they'd be good in a pinch, I guess. But they both kind of suck. I'm just going to be honest with you. I mean, if you're looking for, the amount of choices that you probably have in a day-to-day life, I wouldn't really. There's a reason that they're the ex. You know what I mean? There's a good reason that they're not that you're not married to either one of them. So I'm just saying. All right, Charmsy. What will happen? You like my voice. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm a cat. Be careful of your words. I'm telling them about this particular Capricorn, not all Capricorns. Hashtag not all Capricorns. In and I. Charmsy, what is going to happen in and I? Let's check it out and see what is going to happen by using a little bit of Ciro Marchetti action there. The Gilded Tarot Royale. All right. So then we got a ban incoming. Look at that. Oh, see you later. Okay, Charmsy, in and I. How is that gonna go? I think I just get a feeling that this is gonna be pretty good. I get a feeling this is gonna be pretty good. Let's do the hearts. I get a feeling this is gonna be pretty good already. I mean, we could be in for a disappointment. I don't think so. It's looking decent. I like it. It is looking decent indeed. We got a couple of fours sort of bookending the reading, first off. So if you're looking for something that is going to be at least stable, something that is going to have a nice, good foundation to it, then that is going to be it. The 2-4 sort of bookmark the thing. We have the 4 of Pentacles, which is sort of holding back a little bit. We got that we don't have what we need. So if you're looking for just perfection within the stability, I don't think it's going to happen. But we do have some good stability sort of within there. So how do we work with the stability? One is it's like you don't know each other very well. It seems like that you're sort of like a pinball machine where it's just sort of bouncing all over the place. But we don't really know each other. We don't really know. And it's sort of time to sort of sit down and get to know each other a little better, right? I think that's going to help you quite a bit, especially with the 4 surrounding you like this. The other one is the Magician. It feels like that we have an imbalance in the relationship. In other words, one person ends up doing a lot more than the other person. We have a little bit of grief from that. We have a little bit of a jealousy thing from that. and it feels like one person is doing too much. So make sure that thing is sort of balanced and make sure that everything is sort of, good with all of that. And I think you're going to be all right. Overall, it looks like, again, a good foundation. How do we want to build on it? Again, let's get to know each other a little better. Let's get the foundation a little more rock solid. And the more importantly is to sort of fix the imbalances as we see them, rather than being developed into something that's going to be a little too much. All right. And Annalise, how can I attract better love partners? Annalise, let's see. AH. Better love. How can we attract better love partners? We got a lot of self-improvement going on. I think we got a little bit of the New Year's resolution feel up here in chat. You know what I mean? How are we going to do the better partners? There you go. The Hermetic Tarot will be able to let us know about better partners. Not like the Hermetic Tarot and the whole Golden Dawn thing would attract better partners, but I'm just saying. I am just saying. Ash, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right. We got you in the queue. You're behind like 7 other people, though. It'll be a minute. It'll be a little minute. By the way, in case you're wondering where you are at in the queue, anybody in chat, we got Annalise right here, and then we're sort of going down the road onto the Ash at the end there. Okay. Better love partners. The 10 of Wands. Don't take on too much. You don't have to be the star of the show. You can relax. Believe it or not, you can relax and actually be in love. You can relax and make progress and all that good stuff. The 10 of Wands says is the encumbrance card. Being upside down says don't take on too much. You don't have to be the star of the show. You don't have to do everything. You don't have to put in a ton of work. You can just relax and be there. Mina, thank you for your donation. Appreciate that. The 6 of Wands, don't look for early success. Even if it looks a little bit rocky, a little bit iffy, you don't need early success. You don't need this boom, a big shake of the earth where everything is there and it feels like that this is your soul. You don't need all that. You don't need an instant soulmate. Sometimes we can just be successful with people that we just met and just sort of get to know them, relax, and just sort of vibe into it. The Sun overall says you're doing okay. I think just, again, we're back to because you're asking the question brings you to a state of you're probably better than most other people. You know what I mean? Because most people being a love partner, they'll be like, yeah, I'm great. They never change. Because you're asking the question, I think is the first step towards being that. And again, the Sun into the 8 of Swords, I think that there's not much, a lot of times that you can do, but mainly relax, just vibe, relax, get to know the person. The 6 of Wands, you don't have to be the star of the show. Just sort of be there and be yourself. That's going to be the key component, because if you present a different version of yourself and then later you start changing, then that's really going to throw people off a little bit. You know what I mean? So always be yourself, because if you put on a different personality, then people are not really going to know what to expect, and they're not going to like the new personality when they see it. So there you go. All right. How to persuade landlord to leave me at old flat. Kozaya. I guess hypnotize them, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you can hypnotize them. What do you think? What do you think, Kozaya? Are you good at hypnosis? You good at hypnosis. You could convince them to do all of that stuff. All right. How to persuade a landlord. Let's use the tarot of the divine and get a little bit of that action in there. Get a little persuasion of old landlord. Maybe pay him off. You know what I mean? Here's $100. How much you let me stay? I don't know. Okay. How do we do that? Death. Not much you can do. 3 of coins. Maybe you could pay them off. 9 of cups. You're going to be better off not paying them off. Basic. Yeah. you're going to be better off at the end. The Nine of Cups is a good satisfaction card towards the end result of everything. No matter what happens, it seems you're going to be content. That could be a lot of different things. It could be maybe they boot you out and all of a sudden you have this golden opportunity for something else. Maybe they have some other opportunity that they bring up at the last second. Maybe they have all of these other things, right? Nine of Cups says you have a good result at the end. You have a happy ending, no pun intended. So yeah, the Nine of Cups says you have a good result. Three of Coins says the amount of work you would have to do to convince this person or persuade this person is just incredible. Death says there's not much chance you're going to do it. Yeah, I mean, you could ask. Obviously, you could ask and whatnot, but wow, Death and the Three of Coins, we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of presentation to do. I mean, just ask, ask nicely kind of thing. But I'm sorry, I don't have any magic formula here. There's nothing that just stands out. But Death into the Three of Coins says there's just not a lot you can do at the end of the day. You're just going to have to go forth and do that. But it looks like, again, with that 9, it looks like that it works out at the end. All right. Let's see sort of what we're doing with this next question. Mom Bear. Thank you, Sunflower, for hosting Mom Bear. Did my son's dad recently overdose? Let's see, somebody died or something. Let's see about that. Should we prepare for the worst for my son losing his dad? Recovered any extent? How to proceed? Mom, what just happened on the 21st? Okay. All right. So Mom Bear. Okay. Well, obviously entertainment purposes only. The minute we start talking about death, we need to remind everybody that's going to be entertainment purposes only. And we'll do the Edgar Allan Poe and see about how that is going to go. Hey, that rhymes. Edgar Allan Poe, son recently overdosed. Then how they're going to deal with it and whatnot. Let's see about it. Let's see about it and see how that is going to go. Oh! The Fool, the Emperor, and the Queen of Cups. Recently overdose. Look for signs of overdose. I do sort of see signs of passing away. You said that they died, so I do see signs of passing away. We have the sort of the afterlife feel here with the Queen. We have this sort of this emotional detachment. Obviously, entertainment purposes only. But I would say yes. Again, entertainment purposes only. This is not a diagnosis of what happened. But I say yes. We have the cup. We have this solemn look in the moonlight. And we have a lot of flowing water. It feels like everything's sort of flowing in. And it's flowing in too much. It's flooding the house. It's flooding the person. It is an overdose, an overdone amount of water. And as I would say yes, based upon this. Let's see what other kind of embedded questions we have. How to proceed? Will they recover? Recovery looks good because of the lovers. I don't think recovery is not going to be a bad thing. And he did not die. Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah, you do have an overdose feel here, because you're talking about the worst, losing his dad. Should be prepared for the worst, losing his dad. I thought you meant he already lost his dad or he recovered to any extent. I think he's going to be fine. The lover says that connection is there. I don't think that is going to be something that's going to be too bad. The Fool says he's able to sort of proceed as normal and whatnot, but the Emperor says he's able to take command. I don't see any problem with the Son at all. You know what I mean? I think the Son's got his own thing going. He's got the Emperor feel. He's got command. He has sort of a big presence with that. The Lovers, he has a good connection. And the Fool, he's willing to move forward. He's willing to move past anything as far as that goes. So I don't see any problem with recovery. I do see an overdose. Again, entertainment purposes. I can't say that enough. Especially have something just dramatic. All right. How do you see things in my current job? Cosmic Kitty wants to know about a current job. Let's see about that. Cosmic Kitty job. See how the current job is going to go. Hit the bell to be notified indeed. And while you're at it, please hit that like and sub. Let me tell you why you need to hit that like and sub. First off, we got to take a break. First off, we have either Monday or Tuesday the Elemental Dignities video. This is going to be the biggest video on the channel. Elemental Dignities, everybody is confused with this stuff. But I am going to present it in a way where you will never forget it. It's going to be super, super easy to learn. I'm telling you now, this is going to be a big video. It'll be tomorrow or Tuesday. Depends on sort of what happened, maybe Wednesday. But you need to be subscribed. You need to be subbed to get these free videos. I don't charge for any of these videos. They're free. I got 1,100 free videos on here. I mean, if you like 1,100 free videos, hit that like button. I mean, that's the least you can do. Just hit that like button for me. I would greatly appreciate it. It lets YouTube know that you like what I'm putting out. And that's all I want, is to be loved. I just want a big hug, just to be loved. All right. See about the job. See how that's going. 3 of Swords is going good. 5 of Cups, 4 of Wands, and the 4 of Cups. A lot of 4s in here. It's a steady job, I think the current job is pretty steady. I don't think they're just going to boot you out on your butt anytime soon. And that is sort of, where you're at with that. I don't think you're just going to be rich up in this job. I don't think that you're going to end up being, senior management or anything like that. I think it's just a steady job that you can sort of work with. 5 of Cups says you do have things that you don't like about it. You go in, you have some things, you have either gossip going on, you have sort of an emotional thing, you have managers who don't know what the hell they're doing. You have all sorts of problems with that. But again, the 4 of Wands is sort of your home at this point. It's where you're at. It's where you're sort of comfortable at. You go in, you know what to do. There's not a lot of huge things happening with that. 4 of Cups says it's not a long-time job. Again, it's not going to be like the career of a lifetime. You're not going to be there 30 years or whatever. The 4 of Cups being reversed says you do have other opportunities sort of waiting once you're there at a certain period of time. And finally, the 3 of Swords, it says basically hang on to it. It is a good thing. Hang on to it. That's sort of that 3 of Swords, that cutting action reversed. Hang on to it. That's going to be good. Don't cut it. Don't leave. I think it's going to be a decent thing overall. So it's just a job. It's just an average job. There's nothing stands out special or amazing about it. Miss Bonita, when will Armani open up more? There you go. MB, Armani and open it up. Let's see how that is going. Nate, good to see you. Thank you for hanging out with us. See you next time. In the meantime, let's see about that. Dark Mansion Tarot. When is the Armani going to open up? What is their general malfunction? Are we going to get a little 2 of Swords here? We're going to get a 2 of Swords, aren't we? It's going to be a 2 of Swords, isn't it? Miss Bonita, we're going to have a little bit of the 2 of Swords, aren't we? A little bit, or a little 4 of Coins. I see a 2 of Swords or a 4 of Coins out of here. I'm just saying. We got a Page of Cups. We got a 5 of Wands. We got a Hermit. Got a little bit of a Hermit. That's not them, though. The Armani, that's not them. The Hermit, the little bit of that Hermit feel, that's not the opening up a little more. That's not them. That doesn't seem to be where they're sort of at or what they sort of want to do. They see themselves as okay. You know what I mean? So if you were to come to them and say you need to open up more, I think they would be like, sure, whatever. And then they'd be like, yeah, nah. 6 of Wands, they have a success. They find success in what they're doing in a day-to-day life, right? They don't really see a need to change or anything like that. I mean, maybe if we talk to them, they could be like, yeah, I mean, I could probably change. It seems to be just a really chill person. They're not overly excited about stuff. The 6 of Wands says they just feel like what they're doing is successful right now. Why would I bother changing, type of thing. The 5 of Wands, part of this here. Okay, Miss Bonita, here's the big part. The 5 of Wands reversed. This is the Lord of Strife, and it's reversed. They don't like conflict. Miss Bonita, they don't like conflict. So if you're going to bring up something, you want to pick a fight, you get the Hermetic Tarot box and you throw it down, you're all upset about something, they're going to be like, whoa, let's settle down. You know what I mean? Let's settle down a little bit. What's going on? I don't think they'll be like, hey, what are you doing with my Hermetic Tarot? So it just feels like that. They don't want conflict or whatever. 5 of Wands reversed. And the Page of Cups, the Page of Cups. We got 2 introverted cards in here. It just doesn't look good. It looks pretty difficult to do it. You know what I mean? You're going to have to pry. I'm just saying. By the way, entertainment purposes, you're going to have to pry. I don't think there's some magic formula that you're going to be able to do to get this person to open up. You're going to have to sort of, just level with them. Say, hey, let's open up and see what's going on. But yeah, the Page of Cups is an introvert as well. We have 2 introverted cards. It's just going to be, Miss Bonita, it's going to be hard. You're going to have to sort of level with them and say, hey, I think you're hurting from something. What's going on? You know what I mean? You're gonna have to not necessarily pry, but you're gonna have to definitely be the instigator of that. We got 2 introverted cards and a bunch of things that they just don't want to deal with. So, but make sure you don't be in a conflicting manner, because if they don't like conflict and you come in sort of, with the bull horns, out ready to roll, then I think they're going to be like, whoa. But if you just come in sort of you just sort of ease in there gently kind of thing. All right. Irene, jealous? Or what do we have going on? Sam I Am wants to know about Irene's jealousy. We can use this beautiful deck of cards, otherwise known as the tarot that I don't have ready. Otherwise known as I don't even have the box. Why did I pick this up? I don't even have the box. Aquarian, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Stacy, are you sure this isn't about my hubby? It could be. It could be. Oh, let's see what is going on. Are they jealous or not? What is happening with the whole jealousy? Oh, yeah. I think they are. Look at this 3 over here. Look at this 3, this heartbroken. I mean, let's say they're not jealous. They are heartbroken. Bottom line, they are heartbroken a little bit. They feel like things aren't going their way. They definitely want to get the emotions and have them sort of move out. They want to get out of a situation, escape, get out a little bit. That 10, they had expectations of something that didn't really get manifested and whatnot. But yeah, you have that heartbroken. Look at that heartbroken expression right there. Literally heartbroken right here. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So if you're looking for jealousy, yeah, maybe. Heartbroken, definitely yes. Athena, thank you for your subscription. But, I mean, they don't feel like they can talk about it, though. This is not something they're going to be able to just broach and just immediately start talking. They're not going to talk about it to everybody. Chandler, thank you for your donation. Boo-Boo, thank you for your donation as well. So let's see about magic and the general. General. Let's take a little water break here. By the way, a lot of new stuff coming on the channel. We got the new book. We got a couple of Kickstarters coming out in 2021. It's going to be there. It is going to be there. All right, let's get magic a little general feel here with the everyone's favorite Mons Tarot. Mons Tarot does do a good general, I'm telling you now. She's someone who has no interest in her at all. That's rough. That is no bueno. All right, so let's see how we are going to go with all of the good stuff. General. The Lovers, 10 of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. I mean, we're in a situation where we're about to get some big changes. And you don't see the tower here, but this is sort of an after effect, a little after effect of the big changes. I mean, there's some things sort of cycling around. There's some things different. There is a bunch of things sort of happening. And the Page of Swords says you're just going to have to sort of learn to deal with that and definitely sort of adjust to a lot of different things that are sort of coming into your life at the moment. The Lover says that you do have opportunities with other people. If that's love, if that's friendship and whatnot, the lover says we do have a connection with other people. Actually, I think this is a business connection almost. I think this is a business. You're talking to somebody about business, talking to somebody about money. I get this weird thing with the whole second house that you're having to sort of deal with very soon of possessions, even dealing with how to use possessions, how to keep possessions, how to get possessions, a loss of possessions, something like that with the lovers. And you're sort of communicating with somebody about that type of the second house stuff. And I see that because of the Ten of Swords. It seems like this matter could be business, could be a bunch of other things sort of coming to a close. Is that good or bad? I mean, overall, I don't think that's too bad. I think it's something that you needed to sort of close down anyway. But yeah, that is sort of coming. I think that's in February. We have this little closure of a matter that sort of have been pending or sort of been up in the air. Maybe one of those things that you just never really wanted to do it. So you just sort of neglected it enough to where it sort of petered out. And then now you get to finally close it out and move on. The tarot, thank you for your donation. The Page of Pentacles does say that you're looking for a little money increase, I think. I would say either late March, early April, you're going to run into some money, basically a little money increase and whatnot coming in that time frame. There we go. There we go with a little general action. Ash wants to know, he and me starting now. We got a little yes or no question there. Let's see if we're starting or what is going on with Ash. All right. Ash, welcome to the stream, by the way. I appreciate you joining. It's good to have all the new people in the stream tonight. If you like what you see, hit that like button. I appreciate you. Get a little bit of the light seers action in there and see how we're going to go here. And so basically like a yes or no question, he and me starting now. I'll sort of treat it as a, not really. I have some people that complain when I do my readings because they wanted a yes or no answer, but I don't really give a yes or no answer. I want to elucidate on it a little bit. You know what I mean? Get a little elucidation on the question. So let's see what we're doing here. He and me starting now. The Five of Swords says there is something that has been released. There is like this thing that was sitting there that's now lifted off, right? So it's lifted away and you have this freeing action because of that. The Five of Swords, the Lord of Defeat, being reversed as we have something that has been freed up that is looking good to sort of move forward with that. High Priestess does say that there are still things left to discover. It's like there's some things that are still hidden, some things that are still there that we need to sort of run into, we need to sort of get serious with. But the High Priestess does say we do have some secret information, some stuff that is sort of hiding in the background through all of this. The Four of Pentacles being here as well seems like even though we are starting, which I think we are, by the way, that's a yes. The Ace of Cups at the very end says yes, we are starting now. Four of Pentacles says we don't need to hold back during the start. We don't need to hold back during the start. We need to sort of just let it all out. The Four of Pentacles, if we hold back too much, then it's going to get build up. We're going to have more build up and it's just going to be more of a huge fight like you're saying you just had. So, you know, but I think, yeah, we are starting now. Ace of Cups says it is starting. It is beginning. Four of Pentacles, don't hold back too much. They could be bad, and there are a lot of secrets that are still sort of pending to be discovered. All right, that's basically it. Thank you again for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. All right, Mina, is the year to bring in project to life? All right, Mina wants to know, are we going to the new project? New project in 2021. Let's see about that. We're using the Celtic Tarot is a good one for this. A little bit of the Universal Celtic Tarot. By the way, Wednesday, we have a brand new tarot deck, the Tarot of Mystical Moments coming from US Games. And I gotta say, I'm pretty excited about it. It's gonna be a good deck. Going to be a nice deck indeed. Tomorrow, I think we're doing a channel update, see what's going on with the channel and whatnot. All right, the new project is the year to bring the new project to light. Kinda. I think that your project as is going to be changing as you bring it to life. I think there's some things about it that you want to change once you get it out there and you let it air out. So letting it air out is going to sort of sponsor some other ideas that you want to tweak. But the project as is, I think when you start to air it out, when you start to bring the light to it, you want to go, ooh, I want to change this, I want to do this, I want to alter this, and things like that, right? You do have the Page of Swords. It's the sort of the adjustment card. I need to make adjustment. I have all the elements. I need to make some adjustments in order to get this done. The Nine of Cups, it could be successful. It's definitely looking good for that. The Four of Wands, it's going to be around a while. This is not a project that you're going to finish up in a month or finish up in a week or anything. The Four of Wands, it's going to be around a little while. Not saying it's delayed, but it's just going to be a part of your day-to-day life, a little bit of that home card, a part of your day-to-day life as you move forward. But the Ace of Cups says, yeah, I mean, go ahead and start it. But again, don't be afraid to tweak. Don't be afraid to change things. That's going to be your key as far as that goes. All right, Sam, will I meet my next boyfriend at school or work? Let's see about that. We'll do a little throwdown here. Sam I am wants to do a throwdown for the love. A little love throwdown going there.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
And we'll go with the left being school. We'll go the right being work. And see which one wins. See which one wins. Oh, okay. I'm stopping now. School, school, school. Whole lot of school. School, 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 school. Look at that. The Lord of Success and the Sun together. Together. School. There you go. All right. Aquarian Light. Well, I'll stay at the current job a couple of months. Will the boss be fired soon? Aquarian Light. You want the boss to be fired? Okay. Well, still be the current job. Will the boss be fired? What is going on with the job? Oh. Let's use this one. Let's use this one. I don't even have the book over here anymore. I mean, I'm just saying. I don't have the book over here anymore for this one. And the book was the mainstay of this. All right, see about that. It's gonna be at the school. Gonna be at the school. All right, will the boss get fired while I stay at my current job? 10 of this, yes. 3 of this, you have other opportunities. Wheel of Fortune, yes. Yes, yes, yes. You're gonna be there. I don't see any problem with you staying there. Well, I'll still be at the current job with a couple of months. Obviously, entertainment purposes only. Don't go buy a house or something based upon my tarot reading. So, entertainment purposes only. Yes, you're gonna be there. The 10 of Discs points to a steady job, steady work. It points to reward for work. It points to everything being stable, everything being steady. It's the happy ending, basically, of the job. So that is going to be important here. The 10 of Discs is a beautiful, beautiful card for here. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune, which again is a beautiful card. Why? Because that is cycles. That means day-to-day activity at the job will continue. We have day-to-day activities at the job. We have rewards for the day-to-day activities of the job. It's looking fantastic for keeping this particular job. Now, Aquarian Light, now that I said this, I see nothing about a boss being fired. I would look for a 3 of Swords, a 10 of Swords. I would look for a 5 of Wands. I would look for anything that would cause conflict, anything for the boss being booted out on their ass. I don't see it. Instead, Aquarian Light, I see a new job opportunity for you. Could it be something in the same company? Maybe. Could it be outside? Maybe. I think you run into a new job opportunity. A little bit of 3 of Discs action. A little bit of the 3 of Discs action feels like a new job opportunity coming in. So I think you're going to be there. I don't see anything about the boss being fired. But you have the best 2-card combo ever for keeping your job. That is the best 2-card combo that could ever possibly be thrown down on the table. Is that right there, what I just did? So that is a fantastic look for you. All right, Boo Boo, is mom gonna miss me? Speaking of which, I need to go to Utah for most of January. So the stream will look a little different. I think I'm going to take this table. So I have this table. I got my stand. I'm going to have my microphones. It should be, well, for the purposes of the stream, it should look the same. But the Tarot Tower, yeah, I could probably take that. I have to pack everything. It's kind of a pain in the ass. But I'll take it, though. I'll take it, though. All right, moving. How does mom moving and mom? How is that going to be? Let's see about that. Whether this might hurt, Tarot, because indeed this might hurt. We're moving around. We got mob going, all of that stuff. All right. Let's see how that is going. We're going to move around, and then we get mom. Then we got a little bit of the mom action. Are they going to be happy that we're moving? Are they going to be sad that we're moving? Are they going to miss us? Are they going to miss Princess? What is going on? What is going to happen? Oh, God, yes. She is upset indeed. Look at that. Look at that. She is upset indeed. How does she feel? The hermit, she feels alone. Boo-boo abandoned me. Boo-boo left me. We were having good times. We were having buttered muffins every night. And then Boo-boo just exited, stage left. Boo-boo just exited. The moon, right beside the hermit, too, has a little bit of that down feel, a little bit of that solemn feel. You got all that dark, you know, we're sort of dim. We're trying to light this side over here, and then sort of the moon is sort of coming out. But the Ace of Cups is they're able to move on. Mom's able to move on, not a problem. Mom does that. Mom's able to move on. Ace of Cups able to get that because she knows she can just call you, contact you, text you, talk to you, whatever she needs to be, and all of that other stuff. Come see you and all that. The Wheel of Fortune says life goes on as normal. She gets back to her day-to-day routine. Not going to be a problem, but man, it really affects her. I'm saying that that hermit, that really affects her over there. All right. And finally, the last reading of the night, the Tarot Apprentice. By the way, if you are new here, I'm here every single night. So if you didn't get a question read, if you want some information, come on back tomorrow. Should I ignore? Should I engage or ignore? Let's see about all of that good stuff by using a tarot deck. We can go with a Vox. Do a little Vox action here. I would show you the Vox box, but it's over there with the Spirit Island board game. So, you know, that's a thing. That is a thing. Should we ignore them? What should we do about that? What should we do? Should we give them a big kiss or should we ignore them? Like, what is going to happen? Engage or ignore? Engage or ignore? We need to ignore. Ignore is looking pretty good. All right. So what do we got going here? I mean, it seems like we need to do a little bit of ignore. The devil, it seems like no matter what is said, it is misinterpreted or it doesn't make any progress. No matter what you say, no matter how you say it, it seems to not make any progress. It seems to not do a whole lot of good. The devil just says things are not going as well as we had hoped. The Three of Wands, it's like where somebody's leaving or something is leaving. Somebody's looking for something. You see, they're looking in the distance, trying to plan something, trying to plan out something, trying to get something done, trying to figure out where they're going to go next. The King of Wands says that even though they get stuff started, continuing on and finishing things is a bit challenging sometimes. Nine of Cups is overall ignoring works out for the best. So yeah, you have ignore the devil. You have this movement. You have something happening here with the planning stages. And then finally, the Nine of Cups says things work out for the best at the end of the day. You know, things work out for the best. That's kind of all you need to know. Things work out. So yeah, just make those decisions as you see fit, whatnot, and it does work out. Speaking of working out, I am gonna leave and I will be back tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the great donations, all the new people in here in chat. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I will be here tomorrow at the same time. See you then.